Howdy, partners, and welcome to the world of team roping, where we're going to dive headfirst into this exciting rodeo event. Whether you're a greenhorn just starting out or you've been around the arena a time or two, there's always something new to learn. I'm so excited to share my love of roping with you. In this here video, we're going to cover everything from the basics of roping to tips and tricks that'll have you roping like a seasoned pro in no time. So grab your hat, your boots, and let's get started. Team roping, for those new to the rodeo scene, is an event where two riders on horseback work together to rope a steer as quickly as possible. One rider, the header, ropes the steer's horns, while the other, the heeler, ropes the steer's hind legs. Now this may sound simple enough, but let me tell you, it takes a whole heap of skill, timing, and teamwork to get it right. First off, you gotta have a good horse, one that's quick on its feet and responsive to your cues. Then, you gotta be able to swing that rope with precision and accuracy. And of course, you and your partner gotta be on the same page, working together like a well-oiled machine. But it's not just about the competition. Oh no. Team roping is about the camaraderie, the shared love of horses, and the thrill of the chase. It's about spending time with friends and family, sharing stories and laughter around the campfire. So, whether you're looking to compete at the highest level or just have some fun on horseback, team roping is a sport that has something to offer everyone. Now, before we get too far down the line, let's take a minute to familiarize ourselves with some common roping terminology. Knowing your hooves from your horns will not only help you understand the ins and outs of the sport, but it'll also help you communicate effectively with other ropers. We've got terms like barrier, which is a line that the header can't cross until the steer is far enough out of the chute. Then there's the box, where the steer is held before the run. And let's not forget about the catch, which refers to successfully roping the steer. Knowing these terms is like speaking the language of roping. It'll help you understand what's going on in the arena, communicate with other ropers, and even impress your friends with your newfound knowledge. Now, before you even think about throwing a rope, you gotta be comfortable and confident in the saddle. Riding a horse is like dancing. It takes two to tango. You need to understand your partner's every move and be in sync with their rhythm. Spend time getting to know your horse, building trust in a strong partnership. Practice your riding skills like steering, stopping, and turning until they become second nature. Remember, a good roper is only as good as the horse they're riding, so make sure you're both ready to tackle the challenge together. Think of it like baking a cake. You wouldn't just throw all the ingredients in a bowl and hope for the best, would you? You'd carefully measure each one, mix them together with love, and then bake it to perfection. That's how you gotta approach your horsemanship. Take your time, practice regularly, and you'll be amazed at the bond you'll build with your trusty steed. When you're just starting out in team roping, finding the right horse can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But trust me, an older, more experienced horse is worth their weight in gold. These seasoned pros have seen it all and done it all. They're patient with beginners, forgiving of mistakes, and can teach you a thing or two about the sport. Think of it like having a wise old mentor by your side, guiding you every step of the way. They've got the experience and knowledge to keep you safe while you're learning the ropes, literally. Plus, these older horses are often more affordable than their younger counterparts, leaving you more money to spend on other important things, like ropes and tack. It's like finding that perfect pair of well-worn cowboy boots. Comfortable, reliable, and full of character. Now, let's talk about your position in the saddle, also known as the roper's seat. This is more than just sitting pretty on your horse. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're balanced, comfortable, and ready to spring into action. Imagine you're a tree swaying in the wind. You want to be rooted and steady, but also flexible enough to move with the flow. That's the roper's seat. Keep your weight centered over your feet with your heels down and your toes pointed slightly outward. Your back should be straight but not stiff, and your shoulders should be relaxed. Think of it like you're about to sit down in a rocking chair, comfortable yet alert. Mastering the roper's seat will give you the stability and control you need to swing your rope with accuracy and power. And trust me, it'll save you from a whole lot of aches and pains in the long run. Now, let's talk about protecting those precious hands. Roping gloves are non-negotiable in the world of team roping. They're not just a fashion statement, although they do look mighty fine. They're essential for protecting your hands from rope burn, blisters, and those nasty rope snags. Think of them as your trusty sidekicks, always there to shield you from harm. When choosing roping gloves, look for a pair that fits snugly, but allows for a full range of motion. You want gloves that are durable enough to withstand the wear and tear of roping, but breathable enough to keep your hands from getting too sweaty. A good pair of roping gloves will become your best friend, protecting your hands and allowing you to rope with confidence and comfort. Trust me, your hands will thank you for it. Just like you wouldn't bake a pie without practicing your crust, you shouldn't step into the arena without practicing your roping skills. It's all about building that muscle memory and getting comfortable with the feel of the rope in your hands. Find a good spot to practice, whether it's in your backyard, a barn aisle, or even just an open field. Set up a dummy steer or a bale of hay and start swinging that rope. Practice your swing, your aim, and your timing. Experiment with different throws and see what feels most natural to you. Remember, practice makes perfect, or at least it makes for a much smoother roping experience. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become, and the better you'll be when it's time to rope for real. Plus, it's a mighty fine way to spend an afternoon. Choosing the right rope is like picking out the perfect pair of boots. It's all about finding the right fit and feel. Now, in team roping, you'll need two types of ropes, a head rope and a heel rope. The head rope, as you might guess, is used to rope the steer's head, while the heel rope is used to catch those hind legs. Head ropes are typically shorter and heavier than heel ropes, with a larger loop for catching those horns. Heel ropes, on the other hand, are longer and lighter, with a smaller loop for precision roping. When starting out, it's best to go with a standard head rope and a standard heel rope. These ropes are versatile and forgiving, making them perfect for beginners still getting the hang of things. Think of it like learning to cook. You wouldn't start with a complicated souffle, would you? You'd start with the basics, like scrambled eggs and grilled cheese. The same goes for roping ropes. Now, just like you wouldn't dream of roping without your trusty gloves, you wouldn't want to send your horse into the arena without the proper gear. And when it comes to protecting those precious hooves, roping boots are a must-have. These boots are designed to provide support and protection for your horse's legs during the fast-paced action of team roping. They help prevent injuries from rope burns, bumps, and scrapes, keeping your equine partner happy and healthy. Think of them like a good pair of work boots for your horse. They're there to keep their feet safe and comfortable, so they can focus on the task at hand. When choosing roping boots, look for a pair that fits snugly but allows for a full range of motion. You want boots that are durable enough to withstand the rigors of roping, but breathable enough to prevent overheating. Now, let's talk about tack. Tack refers to all the equipment used to ride and control your horse, from the saddle to the bridle. And just like a good pair of cowboy boots, the right tack can make all the difference in your roping performance. When it comes to saddles, there are specific roping saddles designed for the unique demands of the sport. These saddles have a deep seat, a high cantle, and a horn, specifically shaped for roping. They're built for comfort, stability, and quick dismounts, which are essential for any roper. Then there's the bridle, which is used to control your horse's head. A good roping bridle will fit snugly but comfortably, allowing you to communicate with your horse effectively without causing any discomfort. Remember, your horse's comfort and safety should always come first. Make sure your tack is properly fitted and adjusted, and don't hesitate to ask a more experienced roper or a tack shop professional for help if you're unsure about anything. Well, partners, there you have it. We've covered a whole heap of ground today, from the basics of roping to the importance of proper tack and horse care. Remember, team roping is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning new skills, building relationships with your horse and your fellow ropers, and having a whole lot of fun along the way. So get out there, practice hard, and never be afraid to ask for help. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be cheering you on in the arena. Happy trails and happy roping. Well, partners, there you have it. We've covered a whole heap of ground today, from the basics of roping to the importance of proper tack and horse care. Remember, team roping is a journey, not a destination. So get out there, practice hard, and never be afraid to ask for help. Happy trails and happy roping.